like already, just by listening, I'm not in the Doug the Slug mode.
Doug the Slug. Well, let's hope Doug the Slug is a thing of the past.
Not that I can expect a Ferrari.
No, it's not a Ferrari, but its timing is better. So this is George's 1990 Trooper. It's actually, well, it was produced July 90, so it came out as a 91 model. See you later, George.
Got it ready.
Thanks. He's got a bad exhaust leak coming from his collector, but nice little truck. He cares for it well, too. Glad to have him as a customer. Alright, and it's back to Goldie. Yes, yes. Let's talk about Goldie for a second here. This is Goldie, and Goldie is a gold label Trooper, a 1991. The gold label Trooper came to me from California. I am now the third owner, and this truck has been extremely well cared for. It has 512,000 kilometers on it. You heard me right. This is your introduction to the gold label Trooper. Why do I call it a gold label Trooper? Well, this thing came with a maintenance record that I would call textbook, almost perfection. Okay, the gentleman did a lot of highway kilometers, rarely ever put it in four-wheel drive, and took all the extra steps to complete his maintenance program. And really the big one that stands out for me is that the former owner took Goldie to a place called Rust Check. Maybe you've seen them on, you've probably seen the commercials, Rust Check and Z-Bart, places like that. Well, the treatment they did, it probably wasn't cheap, because I'll show you what they did. It's not just marketing, okay? They actually put these holes in with these body plugs. Now there are stock body plugs, right? Like if you look at your Trooper, you'll find that this one's stock here. But that one there, that's also stock. They put some extra holes in, and they put anti-corrosion lubricant inside the guardrails, or sorry, the runners, and on the hinges, everywhere on the truck, I find evidence of white lithium grease. In the doors, right? And so this truck is rust free. It's got a rust spot here, very typical, below the seal. Another one right here. This is actually gone a little tiny bit cancerous. I have neutralized it, right below the windshield. Super typical on these Troopers to find a little bit of rust around the window seals. But the back door, got a tiny little dent. Probably can't even see it on the video, it's so small. The roof line is in pretty good shape, except for he did beat it up a little bit with a roof rack hauling around kayaks. It has the tinted windows from California, and in Canada it's kind of a special extra to have this, because you can't really see it too well in the video. It's only about a 5% UV tint, but the passenger and the driver's door are done, and that's factory. So if I ever get challenged by the RCMP, and believe me, if you have 100% limo tint on your driver's window or on your passenger side, you are going to get challenged by the RCMP on that. But with this, I do have the benefit of a nice UV shade, and I won't ever get a ticket for that. Or at least I'll be able to challenge it if they try. And so why is it called a gold label Trooper? Well, right from the dealership, yeah, that's right, Goldie came with the original dealer sticker. And so it is officially a gold label Trooper right from Isuzu. You may not be able to see the print here, but I can read to you quickly. This Trooper was sold under dealer code 4082 out of Santa Ana. That was a Santa Ana Isuzu and the Auto Mall Drive. It is a Trooper 4-door S, year 1991, as I mentioned, with the 2.6 liter gas. Pure white is the color. Interior is brown. Power steering, 4-wheel disc power brakes, gas pressurized shocks, M&S radial tires, multi-point fuel injection, 21.9 gallon fuel tank, tinted glass, tachometer and gauge package, the cloth upholstery, recycling, what the hell is that supposed to say? Reclining front, yeah, okay, that's supposed to say reclining. Height adjustable driver seat, cut pile carpeting, center console, the dual outside mirrors, child safe seat rear door locks, halogen headlamps, the front and rear tow hooks, underbody skid plates, auto locking front hubs. And also optional installed equipment includes a 5-speed manual transmission, split rear folding seat, the California emission controls, which actually is something. California emission controls. So the iTech emission systems that were installed into these Troopers are actually quite functional, and they do a damn good job. And I know they do a damn good job because I've smelled the systems that are factory. I've smelled systems that are aftermarket where people have cut out their catalyst. In 2006, the second owner purchased this Trooper from the original owner in the States. He brought it up into Canada through Manitoba, which had, at the time, such strict air care standards that it was more strict than BC, which was known as being one of the strictest provinces in the country. They're more strict than California. And at 15 years old, this 4ZE1 passed the emission control standard test in Manitoba, which is pretty freaking amazing with no, major upgrades or aftermarket replacements of any kind. So the Gold Label package itself actually includes air conditioning, AM, FM, ETR stereo cassette with 4-speaker, 4 Seasons black roof rack, and it was priced separately at MSRP just for that roof rack at $1,500. And so the Gold Label savings comes to a total of $567 American. And as far as our fuel economy goes, you can see the original gas mileage on the Gold Label was 16 miles per gallon in the city and 18 miles per gallon on the highway. 1991 Trooper, 2559cc engine, 4 cylinders, multi-point fuel injection, 5-speed transmission with a catalyst. Wow. Ranging from 9 miles to the gallon to 28 miles to the gallon in the city, and 11 miles to the gallon to 29 miles to the gallon on the highway. Pretty amazing that this truck has stood the test of time. It's coming up on, well, it's not going to be, a few more years before this thing is 30 years old. The roof rack, you can see that up there. I got the hood piled up. So I've just done a transplant because at 512,000 kilometers, the original 4ZE1 has a seized water pump. I don't know what is going on with that water pump. It actually feels like there's a chunk of metal obstructing its circular motion, so it's actually seized in place. This 4ZE1, we are fitting in. It's very close to its fitment, but I am getting a lot of grief from this stainless steel header from eBay. Yeah, I don't recommend the stainless steel headers on eBay. If I was going to recommend anything to you, it'd be a ceramic coated pace setter like the one up on my shelf here. You're looking at about 4 times the cost for the pace setter, but it is a heavy steel gauge, and that ceramic coating is supposed to be the bomb. I have not installed that one yet. If I have any complaints about that pace setter header, it's about how beat it got in shipping. The UPS guys were not very kind to it. But anyways, working on this 4ZE1, and as soon as that's finished, I'm going to button up the hood, put the fenders back on. I've done a little bit of rust control and corrosion protection down in these corners, which, by the way, as you notice, are still here. Totally not rotten. Very awesome. I've got a little bit of surface patina on the frame. No cancer. This frame's in remarkable shape. This truck is going to be hitting the market soon, and I'm not really going to do too many more upgrades to it. It has, the engine transplant, the stainless steel header, brand new motor mounts, put a set of these BF Goodrich on. I'm going to swap out that rim. I am going to land up doing a couple lugs because I've found that a couple of the threads are bad. As you know, if you own a Trooper, if some tire guy jumps on an impact wrench and puts 500 foot-pounds of torque on these lugs, you're going to stretch those threads. Yeah, they're problematic. They're always problematic. So, yeah, a lug set's not a bad idea. Anyways, Gold Label's getting ready to hit the highway again, and I will put it up for sale after I am satisfied that it is tickety-boo. And and who wouldn't want to own a 30-year-old Trooper that is so pristine? It's going to keep going. I want to see this truck get 1,000,000 kilometers. Anyways, Troopers, that's a 10-minute long video. I think it's time to get the hell out of here. I got a brake job to do on a Dodge Dart. Not looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting back to this thing. Anyways, rubber side down, Troopers. Good to see you. Have a good day.